A deep kick to the far corner. Bouchard fields it at about the 7-yard line and is tackled at about the 16-yard line by a host of Kemper Knights. Steam. Hands off the inside to Nick Miller, who drives the pile forward. Runs the option, cuts it upfield, and picks up about 5 yards to the 25-yard line. He'll be about a half. It's a handoff to Bouchard, and it appears he has picked. Inside handoff to Miller, and he runs the option. Carver turns it upfield, picks up a solid, swings wide. Bouchard turns it up, and I Kemper Knights. Wampler's punt, good block, a good tremendous kick for Wampler. There's a handoff to number 37, Ruhpiper, who swings for the Knights, 4 under center. Here's a handoff dive to number 32 for the Knights. I believe that's Jared Klein. Check that. There was a handoff to Ruhpiper. Picked up about 2 yards, and it'll be about a yard short, Rick.
Kyle Walker on that tackle in the middle, Joe.
From the Knights' 46-yard line, quick handoff, and it appears the Rams may have held. Once again, that appeared to be a shaky. There's a quick handoff dive to number 32, the big fullback.
Hey, we're not set, Joe.
37, there's Ruhpiper. He's broken free, and he'll go all the way.
Comes and kicks off, Joe.
Approaches the ball, and a good deep kick, fielded by Carver at the 11. The Rams run a switch. Carver breaks free. Has one man to beat, and a good open field tackle. 1st and 10. Once again, the Rams go to the option with full house backfield. Dive to the line once again from their own 34-yard line. Back to pass. Here's that time, and there he's sacked for the Knights. A low punt, angling out of bounds and rolling out right at the under center from the 30-yard line of the Knights. Once again, a pitch to Ruhpiper, who swings outside, picks up 9 yards. Here's to Ruhpiper again. He has 5, 6, 7. Here's a quick handoff dive. John Paul Fiedler, score back to pass, has plenty of time, and a good pass across the middle to number 32.
That's Jared Klein on that reception, Joe.
Score under center. Pitch to the right by number 37, and cut down after about a 2-yard pickup. The strong side to the wide side of the field. Back to pass is 4. Out here to number 83. Up under center, number 7, a quick handoff dive to number. Here's a handoff to number 37, Ruhpiper again. He's got about 6 yards. Quick dive to number 36. Quick handoff to number 37, Matt Ruhpiper. Picks up 4 yards. Here's a quick handoff to Ruhpiper again. Picks up a pitch wide to Ruhpiper. Plenty of blocking out there. He just waltzes in line with 4 under center. Here's a quick pitch to the right side of the field and tripped up by number 27, Luke Ball. Ruhpiper goes in motion. Here's a pitch wide to Matt Ruhpiper. And he's tackled at the 3-yard line. The Ram defense holds. Turning over the ball, the Rams will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 3-yard line. There's a handoff dive to number 31 out from under our own end zone. Here's a quick pitch wide to young Matt Fye, the sophomore running back, who's quarterback. Back to pass from his own end zone.
Turn rather than a hard rush on the punt.
High floating kick, fair caught by number 21. Spore under center, makes a quick dive to number 21. Back to pass, plenty of time. Double pumps and overthrown down at about the 5-yard line. Overthrew. Once again, back to throw is 4. He has plenty of time. Lots of pressure. Screen pass to number 36. set up extremely well.
Looking for that again.
Here's a pitch wide to number 37, Rupiper. Play is really strung out, and Rupiper. Score back to pass. Here's a throw outside. Spore back to pass. Once again, has plenty of time. Deep into the end zone. Beautifully to number 83. Here's the kick. A low squib kick. Picked up by number 31, Nick Miller. And here's a quick handoff to Larry Bouchard. Fumble. The ball is knocked free. And it appears as though the Kemper Knights are on the ball.
Joe, that ball popped up about 10 feet in the air. In that backfield, Joe, unless, nope.
Pitch wide to number 21, Klein. Here's a tackle by Scott Erickson after about a 3-yard. Quick handoff dive. No running room that time. By Barons. He's driven backwards by number 34, Scott Erickson. He fades out, and he is just sacked by Scott Erickson for about an 8-yard loss. Scott Erickson shot the gap that time. Spore was trying to roll out here to the right, and Erickson just stuffed him from the Ram 32-yard line. Spore back to pass. And the Ram. Here's a handoff to Bouchard. Picks up 2.
It's late in the first half, and Kemper is running a
Here's a wide pitch. Here's number 34, Scott Erickson. Big gaping hole up to the 35-yard line. Picking up a gain of 18 yards and a first down for the Rams. 35-yard line brings in a quarterback. Here's a pitch wide to Carver, who has plenty of room to the outside. Picks up 5. Here's a handoff to Erickson. Up inside. Picks up 5, 10. Knight 47. Here's a handoff dive once again. Up inside. Erickson stacked up. Late handoff once again. Briggs under. Back to pass. Rolls out. Plenty of time. Throwing and overthrows Carver ball. Snap. Good snap. There's the kick. Good punt. Deep. And the ball goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Kemper for 5 of them.
And then hands off to the fullback. Number 32. Here's a quick handoff dive to Rupiper. No gain once again. Here's just a quarterback dive play and head on. Here's a snap. Rams are setting up the return. A shank punt. Out of bounds at about the 34, 33-yard line of the quarter.
Andy Quirk down the right side.
And here's a long pass. And knocked down. Kick short, a squib kick. Number 19, Lizzie picks it up at about the 15, 16-yard handoff to number 7, a reverse. Breaking free and just a shoestring tackle at the 45-yard line. Piper in a tailback for the Knights. And here's a dive to Rupiper, and he's stacked up after about a 4-yard pickup off the left side of the line.
Joe, by the Rams.
Motion.
Rupiper to
Here's a pitch wide. That time to Rupiper. A good defensive play that time. After about a 1-yard pickup, stopped by number 4 for the
passing situation.
It is 4 back to pass. Lots of pressure. And a good throw. And complete.
Perfect throw and a perfect reception.
Here's a quick handoff to Rupiper that time, and he's tackled in his own backfield by number 82. He's 12 from the Rams 20. A quick pass across the middle and incomplete to Dentlinger. Spore sprints out here to the near side, and he's tackled for a loss by number 27, Luke Ball. On 4th down situation along. Here's a pitch wide to Rupiper. He's going down at the 20-yard line, and he is knocked out of bounds at the 15-yard under center from their own 15-yard line. Here's a quick handoff to Scott Erickson. He runs off the tackle and picks up 5, 6 yards, carrying 4 Kemper Knights on his back. A good, tough run by Scott Erickson out of that full house set. 2nd and 4 from the Rams 20-yard line. This Scott Erickson really brings a little excitement and brings some enthusiasm to that backfield. He is just running very, very tough from that I-back position. Gabe Carver into the game at a split end position. 2nd and 5 from the Ram 20-yard line.
Joe, when we get a lot of yardage on first down. That gives us some versatility in that back.
Here's the inside reverse. And Carver is stopped. Yard line, breaks in under center. Back to pass, screen pass across the middle, and that ball is deep for the Knights. Here's the kick. Good high kick, fielded by Behrens. And we have a flag.
It looks like a clip, Joe.
Good open field tackle that time by. Back to pass, a quick pass, out pattern here, and overthrown to Kemper. 2nd and 10.
The Rams in a four-man front.
Here's a dive to Rupiper, sweeping outside, and he's run out of bounds by number 35
to the punt.
Another score, back to pass. Good pressure that time. And an excellent pass, number 83, Kevin come in. He's run out of bounds at the 5-yard line. He had beaten Bouchard. That is a 52-yard pass completion. That appeared to be a busted play that time, and Spohr smartly ate the Knights are in 4-down position. Backfield, here's Rupiper, off tackle, down to the 2-yard line. Here's Spohr, here's Rupiper, off tackle play into the end zone. Snap's good, kick is up and blocked by number 36, Matt Lautner. He came right up the middle, over the center and guard, and just stuffed that ball and blocked by Gabe Carver. And 17, Larry Bouchard. Ball is fielded by Bouchard at the 10-yard line. A handoff, and here's Carver with the ball, and he's breaking free down the near sideline. One man to beat. That's number 2 as running Graham, 44-yard line. Here's a crossbuck action to Scott Erickson, and he's stopped after about a 2-yard. Here's a quick pitch to Erickson to the wide side of the field, cuts it up, runs off the block, picks up 7, 8. Here's a pitch here to the near side to Erickson. He cuts outside. Good defensive play that time by the back of the shotgun, calling signals. Here's the snap, back to pass. He's being rushed, and we have a clip. We have a penalty, incomplete to. Good snap. There's Wampler, high kick, high floating kick. Fair catch by number 21, Behrens, at his own 20-yard line, and that's the end of the third quarter. 10 for the Knights. Spohr in under quarterback, pitches wide to Rupiper. Cuts it up. Picks up about 10 yards after a big hit by number 31 for the Knights. Here's a stop, hit by Rupiper 3-4 times, and he picks up 3 or 4 yards after the Rams signals. Pitches wide, once again, to Klein. He's got plenty of running room out here. He's loose on the sideline, run out of bounds by number 3.
Only the second game for a lot of these players in there.
There's a pitch to Behrens, running to the wide side of the field, and he's just tackled by the ankles by number 34. Scott Erickson makes the ankle tackle after about a 2-yard pickup. At the Ram 47, here's a quick dive to Rupiper, and he runs, picks up about 6 yards down to the 41 yards and almost a goal line. Here's a quick handoff dive to Rupiper, and he breaks free. He's off to the races. It's going to be a touchdown for Rupiper. 41 yards. Snap's good, and it's no good. Once again, tremendous pressure on the kicker by 36, Matt Lautner. Rams, nothing. Kick. Sort of a shank kick a little bit. Bouchard gets by Bouchard, and it's free down at the 7-yard line. Here's Bouchard cutting it back, and he's tackled at.
Tried to set it up with the run.
Here's a rollout by Briggs. Outside, thrown in. Briggs under center. Here's a quick handoff to the fullback. Nick
Brought up another back.
Here's a handoff to Erickson. He cuts it back against the grain. He has the first down. Briggs rolls out. He's being pressured from the backside, and he's sacked
with some success.
Here's a handoff to Erickson. He cuts it up the field. He picks up 11, 12 yards on 32. Briggs calls signals, rolls out, deep pass. Caught by Nick Miller, but he's short of the strong rush, and the ball is underthrown by Briggs, intended for Carroll from the Ram 36-yard line. Here's a pitch wide to Tom Lenahan, number 7. He's run down for calling signals, 2nd and 4 from the Ram 30-yard line. Back to pass as Jensen setting up the screen. Here it is outside. Smelled out that time after no gain, completed to number 7, Lenahan, but smelled out and tackled for no gain. Here's a quick handoff, and he stopped for no gain. Shooting the gap that time, Scott Erickson. Tackling in his own backfield, Tom Linehan.
Joe, that time Erickson looked like a shadow on that quarterback. He was with.
Here's a quick handoff dive to number 36, Matt Lautner, and he fights forward for 6-7 yards position. Breaks calling signals. Here's a handoff to number 40, Matt Fye. He breaks through for 5 yards. Briggs back to pass. Plenty of time. Intercepted. Baited very well. Intercepted by number 21. Defensive tackle position. Jensen in. Tackled for no gain. Shooting the gap. Number 36, Matt Lautner. Linehan stopped for a 4-yard loss. 1-15 for the Kemper Knights. Back to passes. Jensen throws across the middle. And there's a handoff. 53, Ryan Mortensen. Second and 8-23. Here's a pitch wide to number 20 for the Knights. Tackled by number 78. Lynch calling signals. Pitch is wide here to Bauer again. And he's tackled for no gain once again by Nick Krause. Down. Ball is snapped. Number 30 carries the ball, and he's tackled after. Here's the final play of the game. It's a toss sweep by Matt Fye here to the near side, and he picks up about 9 yards.